Kim Zolciak, reality TV star. She's known for her first appearance on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And they have gone through a very messy divorce, right? It's been very messy, very drama filled. Initially the two of them met actually when she was filming Real Housewives of Atlanta.
We were all sitting at the table. I was like, 10. I just had to tell you.
They started dating. They ended up having a total of 4 kids together.
Whoa.
She already had 2 kids prior to the two of them getting into a relationship. And, everything seemed good for a very long time. They ended up having their own reality show together, showing their lives together as well as with their 6 children in the home. And, it seemed as though this was her, quote unquote fairy tale ending based on the fact that when she was on Real Housewives of Atlanta prior to meeting Kroy, she actually was in a relationship with somebody who would not come on the show, who it was alleged to be that it was a man who was, married, a very multi-millionaire man who she was basically a sugar baby for.
In my life, he prefers to remain a mystery, so I just refer to him as Big Papa. Honey, I really want to buy a car. All right, babe, love you, bye.
She's a tacky, bar, southern hot. Kroy's stupid. You can look at this chick and tell this should have just been just a one night stand and that's it. Hit it and quit it and move on with your life.
Big Papa is a multi-millionaire.
Recently, in the midst of their divorce, a lot of things came up, right? So her house is in foreclosure.
Kim Zolciak Biermann still has not sold her house. She's now dropped that house price for the 3rd time. It's been sitting since October. So let this be a cautionary tale. When you overprice your home, it's going to sit on the market. She's no longer going to get fair market value for the house. She's going to get less. And that's because people are going to see that it's been listed since October. They're going to see that she's up against foreclosure and they're going to lowball because they know she's desperate.
This is the house that the two of them had built together. Kroy had come forth and, he actually ended up having a meltdown in which I reacted to about maybe, a couple months to a year ago. And he talked about her alleged cheating, her spending habits.
All you need to entertain children is pizza, cake, and some games. That's it.
You should be so proud of me. So the total bill is $22. Look at that.
$22,000 is still very expensive.
And the fact that she basically ruined his entire life.
Come talk to me. What's going on?
It's just a bunch of nonsense.
All right, come talk to me. Ma'am, stay right there. What's going on tonight?
We're just having an argument.
About what?
About our life.
Okay, what happened?
It's our life. It's destroyed.
Okay, what started the argument?
Her inability to solve problems.
Okay.
Or address them or do anything.
Come over here.
Why?
Because I want to talk to you away from her. I don't want her to start screaming at you and have a whole argument.
It's nothing but an act. It's all a bunch of bullshit.
What is?
Everything she does.
Okay, what did she do tonight?
Everything, dude. I can't. I'm not going to do this because this right here does nothing but fuel her bullshit. I'm not doing this. This is narcissistic behavior. I'm not doing this.
I'm just trying to figure out what.
There's nothing to do. You shouldn't even be here. Who called you?
Your kids.
Who? What kid?
You have kids? I don't know. Whoever's in the house.
Yeah, so we've been outside this whole time.
What was the argument about?
Our life. Our life.
Okay,
and it's destroyed.
Why is it getting so heated?
Because our life is destroyed. What don't you understand? There's no money.
Why he didn't? This is a cautionary tale. When you see a tacky woman, especially he didn't have no kids, and she had 2. Why did he sign up for this shit? Why did he sign up? His whole life is this woman done destroyed his life. Like he's saying, this is crazy.
There's no house.
Like, I love to gamble. I took a really big hit in the Bahamas last time I went. Like, $250,000.
You cannot stop her. She gets in the zone, especially with her online gambling.
She wants, we're getting divorced one day and we're not the next. She's other men. What do you want?
Just calm down.
Calm down, but I don't have a fucking life. And I don't have somebody who won't listen to me.
Calm down.
Oh, calm down.
Now, though Kroy was the one who filed for divorce initially, actually both times, you know, they did try to come back and forth and try to stay together for the sake of, you know, their family structure. Again, for the fact that they have 6 children together. You know, they were trying to keep the peace, stay together, create a relationship. And that is just not what ended up happening, okay? Things just kept spiraling. It kept getting worse. And, you know, he ended up talking about it recently in an interview that for the sake of his mental health, he had to walk away from the situation.
My action in that area was to focus on myself, you know, and I really dove into my spirit. I dove into my mental health. I dove into my physical health. I dove into just getting a grasp and understanding of who I was as a person, recentering myself, you know, talking to people who knew me.
Now, recently, Kim actually ended up going on to a reality show in which she was doing what she always does, and what you know, it's a part of the women handbook. Whenever the relationship does not work out in the way in which they thought it would, what did she do? She went on the reality show and slandered his name to the entire cast in front of the cameras, talking bad about this man, and trying to make it seem as though he was, you know, not a good person, and all the above.
Bringing 2 weeks in 13 years that I've had. It's nice. I've never been away from Kroy for 2 weeks ever in my life in 13 years. Kroy does not want me here, but he does not define me at all. I always do what I want to do. Kroy filed for full custody just to be an asshole. There's no reason for that.
What I noticed about this interaction was the purpose of her doing this is because she thought that it would make her seem better or look better in the eyes of one of her co-stars. Okay, so when she saw her, you know, quote unquote co-star.
Is that Tom Hanks' son?
Stop it! That's him! So let me just remind you that while she is meeting this co-star as well as all the other co-stars, she is still actively married to Kroy during this time.
When I go home, I'm gonna get divorced.
Something that I say all the time is that what a lot of women do not realize is that when you go in front of your new man or from, you know, or in front of new potential men that could possibly be interested in you or wanting to date you, and you are constantly slandering the man who you were previously in a relationship with, it does not give you any cool points. Nowhere in that situation does it make you look cool, does it make you look desirable. These men are taking notes.
Right.
They're saying if you were in such a long-standing relationship with that man, he was a provider for you, he was supporting you, you know, the two of you had a relationship or marriage for, I think it was around maybe 13 years, and you are so quick to slander his name, it lets me know where I will stand with you if this relationship does not work out how you want it to.
Right, exactly.
Okay, you're just going through it right now.
So
hey guys, guess what? Pay attention when somebody shows you who they are the first time. That's my lesson. Red flags.
It's fun to have a little flirty vibes back and forth with Kim, but she's still married. She's in the middle of a very intense situation. None of my business.
Anytime a man says that a certain situation is not his concern, or, you know, you're in a certain relationship, but they're still talking about how attractive you are, that lets it be known that while you in these streets thinking that you're in control of it, not to take you serious.
Kim is a MILF.
That's gonna look so terrible.
A lot of these women think that they're in the streets and they're running the streets when actually the streets are running you.
Yeah,
okay? You are not going and driving up and parking in nobody's garage. They're parking in yours. Okay? A lot of women in the dating world, they really and truly believe that all of the ball is in their court, in terms of, oh, you know, if this guy wants to be intimate with them or this guy wants to sleep with them, that they're the hottest thing, not realizing that it is just an easier option. And men have no problem, especially when they're out there playing the field, you know, entertaining somebody who is an easier option for the time being. Right. It's important to note that a lot of women who do these things, they always end up facing the harsh reality that, again, not only are you not in control of the situation, but when this man is now no longer in the home and you no longer have the ability to fix it, you made the biggest like, you made the biggest mistake, because when he goes out there and he realizes life without trying to fix things with you, when he realizes his options, when he remembers who he is after you done broke this man down, you know, trying to take him for everything that he's got, and then turn around and try to, you know, be upset with him that because you guys are struggling financially, that he is now in a space that he can't fend for himself.
Like, how are you okay being a 37-year-old grown-ass man filing for alimony? That's weird.
When he goes out there and makes it on his own, it's going to be you who is dealing again with the harsh reality that you might be the option. You might be the one that people will be intimate with, but he will probably be able to find a relationship way quicker than you will.
Right.
Because it doesn't matter if men have children. It does not matter if whatever the situation is. It is always easier for a man to move on after a relationship than it will be for a woman, especially if that woman goes on the internet and tries to defame or slander that man.
He hasn't had one in 7 years. And maybe he wouldn't have so much time to sit here in my closet.
This man walking around, he seems way happier. He seems like he's healthier. He seems like he's in a way better headspace since stepping away from the situation, while she is just sitting here looking like she's ready to look for the next person that she could devour.
Pretty much.
She's on the hunt. She thought that.
And Tom Hanks' son, I don't think he has any kids or nothing right now. He's still young. I think he might just be like in his early 31, 32. He's young. He's way younger than her. He would be a fool to take this woman seriously. He would be a damn fool. 6 kids. I think this is her second marriage and she's in her 50s. He'll be a fool to he should just play with this woman and enjoy her vintage vagina and keep it moving and wear a condom. He'll be a fool to not, man. Well, I don't think she can have kids now, but just to be on the safe side, nope. He'll be a fool to deal with a woman in her 50s, twice divorced with 6 kids. He'll be a damn fool. Hell no.
So that, her co-star was attractive, and then when she found out whose son that was, she was even more on target. And she thought, again, that bashing her ex-husband in front of this man would support her chances, when in actuality it probably just drove it right into the ground. Right. It seems like he's figuring it out, and he's maybe beating himself up a little bit for how long it took him to actually end things in the terms of that relationship.
And it wasn't working because ultimately one of my weaknesses is riding the fence too long, and sitting on that fence, not knowing where and when to hop off of it and say, no, this is no longer working.
But as we already know, men don't have a wall. Okay, they don't have that invisible ceiling on how young they can date, how easier it is for them to get into a different relationship. They don't have that situation. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at the reality of nature.
Yeah, I want to see some of this. Is Review TV. Check out our channel. I'm gonna see people are saying in the comments on Review TV. Support the sister. Let's see what they're saying. His family warned him not to get with her, but he didn't listen. He has to take accountability for his choice. Oh, so wow, I didn't know that. His parents didn't like her. Yeah, I mean, a woman, 2 kids from, and Lord knows what a daddy. And you can look at Kim and tell, like, she not, that hair and that makeup, when they wear all that hair and the makeup and nails and shit, them usually be women, them women usually be bad news. They usually be bad news. This fool ruined his relationship with his parents because of her. She was being absolutely disrespectful on the show. Yeah, he's the fool. He wasted the best years of his life on her. Yeah, he did. And again, now he got 4 kids with her. But you know what it was though? You could tell Kim is an old school freak. And Kroy, you can tell he's lame. He couldn't handle that poo poo when she put it on him. That's why he ended up having 4 kids with her, and they messed around and got trapped. Now he's stuck with her. Protect your peace at all costs, gentlemen. That's right. Never talk to cops about your problems. They are not therapists and care less about your drama. Right? Exactly. They can care less. As an Atlanta citizen and a Falcons fan, this is horribly depressing. Even more so as a man. These Real Housewives are straight succubuses, right? Yeah. Anybody who's on a show like that should just be a hit it and quit it. And let me just enjoy your vagina. Keep it moving. Understand that this man's anger, broken vows make for a broken man. It's good to get her away from you before you hurt her and the children. Sorry, bro. All your fault. Time to cut your losses. Yeah. You shouldn't eat, man, please. He should have seen that. He saw what was getting ready to happen. And then she messed with some old man that's married. I'm pretty sure he knew all that. She's messing with an old man that was married that was funding her with 2 kids. He the fool. Ain't she on a reality show? He should have known. I'm just gonna take. I'm gonna hit this shit and I'm gonna block her ass. He looks so different now. The man is stressed out. From what I seen, she's also acted like a 304. Guys out here think they are the magic pill for these 304s. Believe the first impressions of a woman. That's right. Hard head makes a soft ass. He was warned. Parents tried to even tell him. That's right. His parents didn't like her. When that money ran out, she wanted out. Yep, when he lost his football contract, I remember her now. I remember her now after I heard her say Big Papa. That dude brought all of this on himself, getting involved with that female. There's no way in hell I would have set myself up for that kind of failure. He's stupid. He was warned. There is no age limit to advice from your parents. Listen to your parents. It will save you a lot of headache and pain. Yeah. LOL. He knew what she was when he gave her the skeet. That's all it should have been too. He shouldn't even. It should have just been a hit it and quit it. Anyway, what do y'all think about this video, man? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up button. Appreciate it.